We know the two of you are married, but we would love to know your story. So can you tell us a little bit how you met and what it's like to be married to another successful author?
Well, the way this happened really was that I was we were both at at a book conference, and I picked him up in the bar. And anyone who's ever been to a writer's conference knows that everything that is happening in the evening is happening in the bar. And I picked him up in the bar.
Well, there's a little bit more to it than she lets on.
I like her version.
The story is, it is factually true, but a little bit of background was it was the year before my first book came out. And I've been told, okay, you've got to start going to these industry events, go to these conferences, meet, readers and reviewers and booksellers and everybody who's involved, start to try to get your name known a little bit. So I go to this, conference actually with my brother, and we had dinner. We'd had a massive steak dinner, and we came out in the conference hotel, and we came out, and he wanted to go outside for a cigarette. And, apart from him, I knew no one. I knew nobody. And really, all I wanted to do was just go outside with him when he had his cigarette. But I thought, no, that's stupid. I've come here to work. I've got to start meeting people, so I better get on with it.
And Lee calls this the camel that changed the world.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So I tell him that I'll see him later, and I go, and I figure I walk to the entrance to the bar, and in this particular hotel, the bar was enormous, and it had the actual bar down one side where you get your drinks, round tables all along the middle, and then booths at the other side, and it was crammed full of people. And I thought, oh God, I don't know anybody. What am I going to do? Because in England, you just don't go up to people and say, hi, let me tell you about me.
Well, you're supposed to be properly introduced,
exactly,
right? You're supposed to be properly introduced.
Where was the conference? Wait, back up. Where was the conference?
Baltimore, 2008, October 8th, 2008.
So just over. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll go to the far end of the bar, right? I'll push my way through the crowd to the very far end. Then I'll turn around and start making my way back. And then even if I lose my nerve, I'll at least have to say, excuse me, or I'm sorry, or something. I have to at least converse with people.
This is great.
So this is my plan. So I take one step into the room, and then I see Tasha standing at one of these round tables in the middle with a group of friends. And I see her standing there, and I think, right, the plan has changed. But the problem is, what am I going to do? I can't just go up to this gorgeous girl, So I think, well, what I'll do, I'm in a bar and I haven't got a drink. So I'll go and order a drink. And while I'm waiting for it to come, I'll think of something. So, most bars in my life that I've been to, you wait, it seems like you wait half an hour for your drink to come, right? So I think there'll be plenty of time. But no, this particular bar, I order the drink, and a moment later, it's there in my hand, and I'm like, "Oh no, I haven't thought of anything yet. This is terrible." And I look around, and she is walking over towards me, and so we.
Yeah, and his position on this is that I saw that he was on his own and didn't know anyone, so
I was new,
and that he was
you
new.
were rescuing him.
Right, because that's what we single girls in bars do. We just look out for men who look a little lonely, and we try to make them feel better, right? I mean, please.
That's what I thought.
Oh my gosh.
But it was so fun because we just started talking, and that was it. I mean, like we haven't stopped talking since then, and I guess we've been chatting for about an hour, and his brother came in, and I had known him for 3 years, his brother, more than 3 years, and he came up and he gave me a hug, and he said, so I see you've met my brother. And I was like, what is he talking about? And then I looked at it. I was like,
wow.
But it was great because
awesome.
Lee is such a generous, kind guy, right? And everybody is always trying to get a piece of him. And I considered him a friend. And quite honestly, if I'd known Andrew, like if he had been with Andrew, I wouldn't have gone and picked up in the bar because I wouldn't have wanted to like interfere with them having a drink. So it really was the camel that changed the world.